Hey, what's up, everyone? There is something that I feel needs to be shared. It's been online and circulating, well, on the online news lately. As you'll see right here, the coronavirus or COVID-19 hastens the rise of a cashless economy. They're pushing the cashless agenda. They want you to use a touchless card, lay your card down, or they want you to use some form of biometrics payment, or that like facial recognition, or use your phone. Now, I see the direction in which that is going, given the current trends and talk of MIT and tech investors and those individuals at technological universities talking about the rapid advancement of technology and how it can help our daily lives, like you saw in Switzerland, and other countries decided to catch on. China decided to go pretty much cashless across their entire country, and they said outside this virus pandemic, we will emerge a cashless society. Or so they claim. Now, really, morally, you really can't do that in the United States because it would really put a hardship on poor people. And I'm going to tell you why in some ways. So some people ask me, well, if you don't have the money, don't buy something. Well, here's one of the leniencies that if you've been with a bank for a long time, like my parents have been with the bank that we are currently with for a very, very long time. The people there know us, and they're familiar with us, and they have more perks than other people might have there. Oh, sorry, I'm having sharp side pains in my right and left sides, twitching and twisting on the inside. But hold on. Okay, so say if you don't have enough money in the checking account in the bank, you might go into the negatives. You can still withdraw a certain amount at our bank. We can, because we've been with them for so long, as long as you cover it within the next check or two. As long as it covers back up, they'll take it out of the next check and cover if you've gone into the negatives. And just like that time, that donation really helped out. It paid the bill that kept us from going in the negatives and having any fees. But they charge, if we were to go to a cashless society completely, as they're pushing toward right now, every single overage payment would be an extra $26 fee, and that would also be taken out of the next check. That's the way our bank would do. We can go into the negatives a certain amount if needed, but even if we draw out, that's why we prefer to draw out cash, so that we're not using the card every single time, because every time you get charged $1 at these stores. Walmart charges $1, Dollar General charges $1 just to use debit now as a so-called convenience fee. Paying bills online, paying an electric bill or internet bill online, they charge a convenience fee and a lot of times a $1 fee on top of it. And then we would be charged $26 each bill. That would be a store bill, that'd be $1 extra fee. Well, then that's $26 on the bill for the grocery store and $26 on the $1 fee they charge for using the card. And the bank says, oh, we don't do that. The store says, oh, we don't do that. So it's like, you can't talk to anyone about it. So that's the negatives of going to a cashless society for us. You can't just draw out what you need, even if you go into the negatives, and then cover it for the next check, because you'd be charged overage after overage after overage after overage like credit, and then you'd be charged a $26 fee for every extra dollar charge that they charge when you use debit now at these stores. So we rarely use it unless necessary, or we know there's enough in there to use. And that's the thing, that's the negative about and how it affects the poorer communities and the ones who, like us, who prefer to use the cash method because we don't want the overage fees if we're already in the negatives, or if we don't have enough there, we can draw out and it goes in the negatives as long as the next couple of checks covers it. And that's how it works for our bank, and that's why it's a bad idea to go cashless for us. And it's heading toward the mark system, the mark of the beast system. Cashless but equitable, you see right there. Bloomberg, it says, coronavirus hastens the rise of a cashless economy. How COVID-19 is accelerating the shift to a cashless society. Now they say, the stock news, they say cash bans are coming. And stocks are driving the trend. Walmart's now going mostly online. Our cash-free future is getting closer, according to the New York Times. The near cashless society has arrived. You see a bunch of signs at stores and grocery stores and outlets saying, just a friendly reminder, we do not accept cash. We do accept, however, all cards, Apple and Samsung Pay, as well as Google. Why America, one article feels America won't be going cashless anytime soon. Now, The Guardian talked about how you can't pay cash here. These signs are popping up everywhere. They said how our newly cashless society harms the most vulnerable and poor. I don't know if our bank is going toward this, but this is what they're starting to prefer. A contactless card. You lay the card down. I've seen a few more that I can kind of see if you're using debit. But if you want to draw... Now, when you go to the ATM and you type in your number, your PIN, which PIN number is a double negative there because you're saying number twice, but when you type in your PIN at the ATM, you are completely vulnerable to whatever germs or viruses are on that PIN pad, the touch screen, and all of that stuff that's there, whether it's at the bank ATM or another foreign ATM as it's called. So a lot of the contactless cards are what we're seeing take place now. I don't know if local banks debit cards are doing that or not, but I see that a lot. Now they're wanting people to go toward an app called Cards, where it puts your bank card in there, and then you can, you know, it puts all of your information in there, and then you can use that as NFC, the near field communication. Put your phone near it and it reads it. They say it can read the card and everything, so I don't know. Transfer the data over to it, but I don't really trust that for security purposes. But in the direction we're going, that seems to be the way or the direction they're forcing us to go. Like, you can take the card, the phone scans it, and then it puts it into the phone itself. Now this is the direction that they seem to be putting us in. That seems to be the direction that they are. Oh, put the card to the phone, it sends it to the watch. Watch to the phone to the card, or watch to the pin pad, or the phone to the pin pad, or lay the card down on the pin pad and it reads it. That seems to be the direction they're going. As long as they don't put the chip inside me, that's the problem. But here's the thing, I don't see how this is going to stop the spread of this at all, because a lot of times the virus is not even transmitted through it's not transmitted through surfaces the majority of the time. The majority of the time it's not even transmitted through the surfaces. A lot of times it's transmitted through really, to be honest, people, they say they don't even know. They don't even know how it's transmitted. They're just guessing. They said it's still a huge guessing game as to how this virus is actually transmitted. But I'm not liking what I'm seeing about being forced and pushed into a cashless society, and how this virus is accelerating the shift into a cashless society, as you see here by multiple articles. And you know where that's going. You know where that's headed. This tablet shuts off now at 96%. So, I mean, it shuts off. The settings are stopping on me. It overheats on me. I'm almost out of a device. I'm thinking about maybe ordering another Galaxy S5 and trying it again. I don't know. Again, any donations to help toward a phone would be greatly appreciated, but if you don't, that's fine. Yeah, we've got, I mean, I'm trying to use this tablet as long as it's plugged up at all times, and then if it's complicated. My computer quit, tablet quit, speaker quit, the good speaker, the speaker subwoofer thing quit, the TV, my other tablet quit. All three, the spare phones that I had in case I needed it, I had got another one. I thought, well, the other one started working. Nope, it went out. That one went out. This other one's all I have left, and it won't even rotate. You can't turn it horizontal without opening a YouTube video and saying go full screen and then and it barely makes phone calls and takes hours to charge and only a few moments to drain the battery. So, and it overheats really badly. That's why I got a different one. But that's what happens with me. Maybe I'll get an S20. I don't know. Sometime. Can't afford to do that now. That's for sure. Yeah, well, anyway, I'll talk about all that in a different video. Peace. Signing out.